Well, hi everyone, and previous podcast was with the Omar, so pure masculinity. The guy competes now, and let's wish him win. So today, as I promised, will be last podcast before I'm leaving to Italy. A little bit more femininity. Everyone loved, everyone known, Önür, and I hope there will be some applause behind me. So let's say hi to Önür.
Hi.
Yes. We were discussing many topics, and definitely everyone know Önür as the most competitive bikini in Iceland. For I will not say how many years she's been doing that. So let's just give her a word and tell us, Önür, how you've been developing, how you came here, and let's say what what pushed you to start competing in bikini.
So I will tell you for how many years I've been competing. I've been competing for 16 years, old lady. What pushed me in the beginning was, like, I was a very shy person. I was like 20 years old and I just watched my friend compete. She did very good and that was my motivation, so I wanted to do the same. And I did it, and then there was no turning back. So it was 2008, and since then I've been probably competing 17 times or so.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, that's more than me.
And yeah, and I think I will never quit, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Our last competition was in May this year, and we are going again next year.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, and like here I am, 36, and never been in better shape. Like I do better in every competition. So,
Okay.
and that's also fun and motivating to do better.
It is definitely. So, wow, wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot. 17 competitions, right?
Yeah, about. I quit counting after 13.
Shit, that's a lot. That's something to be registered in Icelandic, this book of records or something. Mm-hmm. Yeah, keep in mind, guys, the one who runs Icelandic Book of Records, please, if you watch this podcast, contact Önür and yes, sign her up for that. And you said that you also want to do the same show next year in the May, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Soon I was also thinking of doing it.
Nice.
I hope to this show because at that show, Ben Witter Classic, they have the same day in between amateurs. They have pros. So hopefully I will go there as a pro.
Yes.
Because yes, competing in 2 weeks,
No pressure.
no pressure. Yeah. And hopefully there will be more people competing from us.
From Iceland.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Two girls asked me if they want to compete also.
Okay.
And Nicola also might go in classic physique or something.
Great.
Mm-hmm. So we might bring a big team from Iceland.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I don't know how we're gonna cope with everyone, especially me being on prep myself. No.
It's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, I will be just using a whip,
Yeah.
slamming people out. Okay, so many years of competing, being champion many times, being in your best shape that shows that the matureness of muscle and matureness of shape comes after 30, which I've been told some time ago that the best muscle matureness comes after 30, like 35 years old and up to 40. That when you show your best. So okay, you've proven it. That's true. Remembering how you looked last show, that was something different.
Yeah.
So
The next
okay,
one is gonna be much better.
of
Because
course.
we know we did not.
But tell me what, you've been posting a lot on Instagram that your ups and downs and how you've been before we started the prep. I remember how you were before we started the prep, and I still have those couple pictures we took in Sporthusit.
Yeah.
How skinny you were. I will put them in here somewhere so you also can see that. That's not the Önür you see now. There's not definitely. It's like one fourth of that. It was pure skeleton. How you developed? I mean, how you reached the bottom there, and how you've managed to rise again.
I'll try to be like have it not very long, but Yeah, I obviously got to the bottom, and I was probably 8 kilo lighter than I am now. I was lighter than on stage when we started to work together. Yeah, it just obviously did not feel good, especially mentally, and just difficult like time in my life. And I had no motivation and no energy and no appetite to eat or anything. So after I got divorced, then I just decided to, now it's my time to shine and like find myself again. And then I was like, oh, let's contact the bald guy in Sporthus when you were there. So yeah, and we started to work together. It was very difficult in the beginning. Just try to force myself to eat. You were very strict.
I remember that. She didn't eat, she didn't drink. Like, wow.
Yeah, it was very difficult. I just pushed myself, and I told this before in an interview where I just put alarm on that told me to eat, and then I just forced myself to eat my meals. Did not manage to finish them every day, but after a few weeks, let's say 12 months, no, 2 months, like November and December was very difficult, but after New Year, something started to happen. We decided to compete. And yeah, so I actually just took one day at a time, and because fitness is my passion, and I knew when I started, when I contacted you, that if I was gonna be all in, I would just be focused, and I knew I was gonna at some point feel better again. And here I am, feeling better, reach my goals, and yeah, but it's been quite difficult. It's because of you that I'm here today, happy again. Yeah.
Because of me. Because of me yelling.
Yeah. Oh.
Because of me yelling, because of me being strict, because of me, because being me yelling.
Me to eat chocolate.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, if you compete, that's always a big difference. Like you can be healthy, you can work out, you can do some good things, but as soon as you tell me I want to compete, everything totally changes.
True.
I mean, that's different level of the game. You decided to shine, you decided to live for yourself. Like with all my women clients, it's the same part all the time. No one does a little thingy for themselves. Because all the girls I work with, like, oh, I do for the kids, and then maybe like I will eat some leftovers. Like, no, it's not because you are in medieval times, right? So you have no option. You do have. It's just the choice of doing it or not. And like, let's say about the, I'm not putting some like personal things, whatever, but the meal plans, we put it as easy as that. So you can put some skyr on oats, and that will be nice meal. You shouldn't eat pizza leftovers, and you should skip it, or you should. There is always a way out, how to figure it out, how to make it work. You like your husband or your boyfriend, make that dude work also. He will not die for an hour sitting with kids or paying for nanny for 1 hour while you go to the gym. It's a teamwork, and if he is not interested in you being wealthy, healthy, better, sexier, that's definitely to think about. What does he want then, right?
It's also possible even though you don't have a husband or boyfriend.
Yeah,
Just want to say that.
yeah, like, come on, you can figure it out somehow. I just brought the boyfriend or husband because like most of my clients have this problem. Like they don't, their spouses don't do shit to help them.
It is definitely teamwork because, of course, I've been in a relationship when I was competing, like back in the days, and I always got support and understanding and a lot of help, and otherwise I would not be able to do it.
Of course.
So, yeah, it's a teamwork for sure. Even though your partner is not, if you're talking about competition, even though the partner is not competing or in this sport, still it's a teamwork.
Tell me about the competition and teamwork. So, Hannah, also competing all her life in dances and everything. Have you ever had some like rivalry? Who's the more competitive and who's the best athlete or something?
No, we haven't. We only support each other, always.
Beautiful.
Yeah, she actually have supported me in all the competitions. And when I go abroad, like to Spain or Ireland, I went to London, she came with me every single time. And also in Iceland, she do like my makeup and hair and sometimes the tan. And then of course she's watching and cheering out and doing everything.
How you were like working with your head yourself with not eating with let's say with learning yourself how to eat and how to drink again, because that's a big problem with everyone. I start working. I have a couple messages the other day when the girls were telling me, "Oh, your diet doesn't work." How so? Just bring me an example. Like, "Oh, I just don't eat because I have some like private problems." Like, so it's not diet doesn't work. You don't do shit. I mean, so how you were coping with it? How did you bring yourself back to the food track?
Because I'm also a personal trainer, so I understand these messages because I also get them. But to be honest, if you hire a coach, you pay a coach to tell you something, like your coach tell you to do something, you should just follow it. It's that simple, and you work around it. At least that's what I do, and obviously it works. But for example, when I was beginning and it was difficult for me to eat, I just did it anyway. I did my best, and the next day I just tried to do better if the day before was not good enough. I took photos every week because he told me to. I did not want to, but he told me, so I did it. And that was also very motivating because I did not see any changes, not a lot of changes in the mirror because you get so blind on yourself. But the photos show so much different, so that kept me motivating to keep on eating the fucking food. Yeah, that's, and I mean, I had a goal, and also I'm a competitive person, and I also felt how I was feeling better with each week. So obviously the diet plan was working, even though I wanted to eat something else, but it was not on the diet plan.
You're saying it from the like coach and from the athlete's view, because as for me the same. I'm not super happy with food when I'm bulking or when I'm cutting now, because it's whether it's a lot or it's nothing and it's the same food. What? But we like as an athlete, you have no other chance but to do that, right? Because you're looking at straight. But tell me, what's your advice for those girls who are watching us now and who has the same problems and they're not athletes, they're like normal, just normal gym goers. They just want to be better, healthy, and look a little bit more fit, and they have problems with the food. What's your advice for them?
Okay, because that's me. I mean, most of the time as well. When I'm not on prep, I try my best to follow a plan because I feel good to have some kind of plan. And if I don't follow it like 100%, I at least try to follow it at least 80%. And just have this flexibility, this 10 to 20% flexibility to, have something that's not on the plan, maybe to feed the soul a little bit or something. And then if you have something like that's not on the plan, you don't, how do you say it, knock yourself down for it. And the next day, if you want to do better, you just do better next day. But it takes time. As soon as you can feel what the food is doing good for you, it should keep you motivated to keep on eating well.
I'm aiming for my pro card.
Okay.
But what's about you?
Obviously, I want to do better. I'm very happy with the results we got in last May. But there was a lot of things that I could do better. But again, it was short time we had to like go from skinny bitch to
Yeah.
fitness queen on stage.
Yes.
But we managed to make it happen. So, and now we have like 8 months. I want my glutes to be more filled and nice, and the thighs bigger. And then I would like to be in top 3. Not only top 5 and place 5.
Wait, you were top 3,
Yeah, but we were only 3.
but still,
I know.
you need to
but
aim for the first place. Why would you go for the top 3? You see?
Oh, yeah, I mean, I just think top 3 is awesome.
That's the problem. If you're not aiming for the first place, why would you do that?
Okay.
Tell them that you want to be top 1.
I want to be top 1, obviously. That's my answer all the time.
So I think to put the line under this topic, I would say, first of all, always believe in yourself. You are the only person who is really interested in being better. And if you have a coach, just switch off your brain and follow the coach leads. Otherwise, why would you pay that person, right? It's the same like go to the doctors. You go to the doctor and you do not argue with the doctor when he gives you some medication because you don't know shit about it. So you also don't know shit about fitness. Why would you argue with your coach, huh?
I tried that once. I'm never going to try that again, to argue with you.
Yes. Especially don't argue with me when I'm on prep. Thank you for being with us today. Thank you, Unur. I know how tough it could be being in front of the camera without the list of questions, just full improvising. That's the point of our podcast. We only improvising. Nothing was pre-made. Not because I'm lazy. But okay, I'm lazy, so that's why.
It's just more real like this.
It's more real. So stay tuned, subscribe, and share with us your thoughts and comments. Any comments are good, bad comments are also comments. And remember, muffins are not always good for you. If you know, you know.